Wow. 30 years ago, I started my first magazine, a little stapled together almost pamphlet I called Collage. And one of the first things I did was crash a conference. It was Philadelphia Addresses the World, and it was in Philadelphia. Well, I'm updating the concept, the video magazine, and what I did coincidentally was crash a BitCoin conference. So in this episode we have Dave from X22 Report talking about how millennials now outnumber baby boomers. We have a live interview with Tina Barksdale of IM Marketing from the BitCoin conference, the North American BitCoin conference in Miami. And we also have Cliff High talking to the Leak Project, explaining why America is now a banana republic. And then once again, a moonrise, a full moonrise from the beach, recorded by yours truly. So this is the way I'm trying to go with this video magazine thing. Hopefully you will give me 15 minutes of your time and attention, and maybe something might click. People have been asking me for more information about this and that, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. More information about this and that, and I'm sure eventually the magazine, video magazine, Vidi-Zine as I sometimes call it, will emerge into its desired format organically. Anyway, roll film.
The millennials right now, which is the age group between 18 and 34 in 2015, now outnumber the baby boomers. The baby boomers back then were 74.9 million, and they're 51 to 69. The millennials right now are 75.4 million. Now, what's interesting about all of this is that there's many problems within this group. You know, why aren't millennials investing in the stock market? Why aren't they starting families and buying houses? Why are they living in their parents' basements well into their 30s? Why don't they just spend their money? Well, the latest answer to all of these questions came yesterday from a Fed data analysis by the Young Invincibles group. According to this analysis, we see the median household income is around $40,581. Now, despite being better educated, millennials now earn 20% less than boomers did at the same stage of life in 1989, who earned $50,910 some 25 years ago. The analysis that was released on Friday shows other disturbing trends which confirm that America's troubling generation, well, it's real. Millennials right now have half of the net worth of boomers. Their home ownership rate is lower. Their student debt is dramatically higher. And what we're seeing right now, these individuals that are graduating college, they can't find jobs. They can't find the high-paying jobs. And this is why the government had to step in with their student loans and said, listen, we'll base your student loans off of your income, and we'll divide it over, 30 years or so. This is why many of them are living with their parents. And what we're seeing right now is the median net worth of millennials is around $10,090, 56% less than it was for boomers. So when people talk about, oh, the economy's doing better, everything's fantastic, it really isn't. Not for this generation. And this generation is supposed to be the generation that carries us into this next economic boom, which is not happening whatsoever, because they're supposed to buy houses, they're supposed to buy retail goods, they're supposed to get jobs, they're supposed to make a better living, they're highly educated, but they're not seeing this at all.
All right, gang, Knox with you in Miami, and we're headed to the BitCoin conference. Not that we're participating in the conference, but we're hoping to find some people to talk about Bitcoin with us, okay? And once again, gang, it's Knox with you at the Bitcoin conference, and we have Tina Barksdale here. I got that name right.
Yes, Tina Barksdale, yep. I'm here with I Am Marketing at the BTC Miami event, and we're just having a little conversation about the representation of females in the industry. Women, where are we, you know? And okay, guys, this is the North American event. It's a big event. We should be here and show up and make time for it. And I think that representation of actually having more people on the panel would be a good idea. Having more women in the industry being represented by the organizers would be a good place to start. And this is the company that is covering the event is I Am Marketing, and it is my company, and it is a woman-owned company. So I think he's taking a step in the right direction when this is going. When you have women, but then also there's so many empowered women that are like, you know, that have education and understand BTC, but then what about the everyday mom? You know, we take this down even a step further, class, like how many different class levels are actually being represented here? How many socioeconomic things that actually have an implication on that, even race? Women of color in BTC. Though I'm sure there are a few, but where are they? Where are my technology girls, you know? I don't particularly like the idea of segregating and having a women BTC event. However, if that's a way to get the girls like feeling empowered, then do it. I mean, you know, the Girl Scouts were created separate from the Boy Scouts for a reason.
You know, Bitcoin kind of rivals cash, but I'm not sure.
I don't think it rivals cash. I think it actually empowers people to have more control over their fiat currencies. So if you have money, so take the example of the situation in India right now. They're cutting out parts of their currencies at the highest bills, right? So people who have been saving their money for years, working really hard, making money, making honest money, hiding it under their beds or in their banks or wherever it is, that the big bills, you know, they're easier to store that way. And there's some old school people that still do it that way. The only way they actually are able to bank or get money out of the country right now is using a digital currency. So, so I don't really think that it's a threat. It just gives people more empowerment on how they're able to deal with their money. I think that autonomy is something that governments should actually support, but you know they feel they need to control. So Africa is the next big adventure. I think that if we could have a way to actually get technology into people's hands, so like say if we gave away, say, a smartphone, to an affordable smartphone that actually had an application on it where people could actually get BTC and somehow connection, like working with an exchange, a local exchange, and actually getting BTC with whatever currency these people have, that would definitely make a huge dent on getting those people more involved. It's not that they don't want to, it's education and access right now. And I think that education access on all different levels, even people in the US, they don't have a clue what Bitcoin is. I think that education, the people that come from these big networking events are really, really great. There's some really awesome speakers here that are doing so many things to help the community and things like that. But I think that actually doing things that are free, as far as an education, from an educational standpoint, just to get the word out. And I think that social media is one way that really helps. Like if people are getting on Twitter or getting on Facebook, getting on Instagram, and they're doing all these different types of videos, then people can actually go to YouTube and say, oh, what's going on with this? What was this? Oh, there's this event, you know, and so the production of all these different videos and people will be able to watch it afterwards, even if they don't come to the event, making that public, and I think that's one of the things that I Am Marketing is definitely focusing on. We're creating, helping Mo to create Mo Levin, the organizer of this event, BTC Miami event. We're helping them to create the video content, so it's something that can get out there, so to actually promote Bitcoin itself or blockchain, altcoins. The idea of cryptocurrency in a global perspective. So if it's out there on YouTube, people have access to it, they're able to educate themselves, and more people get involved with it.
And so on. Well, here in the United States, we're in a weird situation where we've got an insurance industry that is driving a medical monopoly that is not delivering health care and is not delivering health. It is delivering health care, and its end result is perpetual involvement with the medical system, not to get you out. And at the same time, it is now 18.5% of our economy, and it has officially made us a banana republic, because we would go down and invade countries in Central America who had 18 and 20% of their economy based on a single fruit item, banana in this particular instance. And so here we are, basically living in a republic that is dominated by a single industry. And so this, in my opinion, is why one of the real tough reasons, one of the central reasons it's going to be real tough for anybody in any new administration to undo this. Because they will have so many vested interests saying, no, you can't do that. 10 million people will lose their jobs if you get rid of this stuff and go to a single payer system. We won't need these 10 million people to try and sell insurance to the other people in the United States. And if you get rid of this, we'll lose another 6 million here and so on. So they'll approach it as a works issue, right? But it is an unfortunate situation that we find ourselves with the new Trump administration.
What up, gang? Nox with you. We're out on the beach waiting for the moon rise. And I don't know what episode this is. So we're going to set up and we're going to wait for the moon to come up. It's 97% full tonight. So I'm doing this for you. I'm adjusting to beach life and Florida life fairly well, and let's get this moon thing going.